And food is definitely up there.
We are big foodies.
And especially international food. And it's just, the old saying goes, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
That's true.
And I think it's like very true. If like I could meet a young lady who knows how to make some killer French fries and some cheesecake, I'm done. I'm going to be married again.
No, I do love, I mean, I feel like women are the same way. Like I said, I love a man who can cook. I went on a couple dates with a guy this past fall. And the last date that we went on, he made dinner for me.
Oh yeah,
which I was really excited about it. He had a whole menu, but it was.
Did he print up the menu?
He didn't print up the menu.
Oh, I was hoping.
First of all, he didn't tell me what he was making. He asked if I. This is the attorney.
Yeah, the attorney guy.
Yeah.
I always picture him as Patrick Bateman.
He's not Patrick Bateman. Definitely not Patrick
Tonight's
Bateman.
Menu is going to
maybe a little mentally Patrick Bateman. He was very particular about a lot of things, and that's what turned me off. Is I want a man. I think maybe that's why grilling isn't that sexy, because when I think of a man cooking, he's just going by taste. He's tasting things and going by that.
Tasting things. She says. Wink, wink.
But he was very
measured.
Measured. Like he literally measured the salad dressing on.
He measured the salad dressing before putting it on the salad. Was this like a big bowl of salad, and he was like pouring out
salad? It was a giant bowl that we were sharing of salad.
7.5 milliliters is the crucial amount.
He took out a tablespoon and measured, and it was vinaigrette. Like it wasn't, he measured everything. And then this is the one he gave me the 2 forks that I was like, I don't like.
Was one bigger than the other?
They were both the same size.
Then what's the matter which one you use?
Because we had couscous, a salad, and fish. And I actually asked Kate about this because Kate is very good on like formal etiquette.
Really?
Yeah, I know.
I never would have thought that about
I never
Kate.
would have thought it, but she was like,
we're going to have to
tell me what happened.
Come on.
And she explained that fish, you're supposed to use a separate fork. And I would have done that had I been in a restaurant.
Yes. But you're just making more dishes.
This was
like
at
more
his
dishes to
home.
clean. Yeah.
This was at his home. And I thought it was really weird that he gave me 2 separate forks.
Do you like Huey Lewis in the news?
And I only used 1 fork. Like I wasn't going to, because I didn't eat. First of all, I couldn't have kept the forks under control. Like I
would have kept 1 fork to protect myself.
Because it was all on 1 plate. It wasn't like we had the salad.
No way.
It was all on
and
1
he gave
plate.
you 2 forks?
And he still gave me 2 forks.
Why did he give you 2 forks for 1 plate?
If he gave me a salad first in a bowl, I would have used 1 fork with the salad, and it would have made sense. And I would have understood the 2 forks.
Yes. No, he was in over his head.
But it was 1 plate, salad, couscous, fish.
2 forks.
2 forks. But I just used 1 fork because there was no way I was going to go back and forth between forks on the same fucking plate.
Yeah, like you're going to spend...
Like, was I going to have 1 in each fist? Like, or I was going to put 1 down and then grab the other one just to take a bite out of the...
Well, you don't want to get that fishy taste on your salad, I guess.
Fish? I didn't... I mean, at the time, I didn't know that I should have been using 1 for one and 1 for the other because it was all on 1 plate. So I just saw the 2 forks and I was like, maybe he wants me to save 1 for dessert. I don't know. Like, so I just used the 1 fork.
The 1 fork.
And he didn't say anything. And I honestly wasn't looking at him to see what he was doing because I was still trying to figure out in my mind what I was supposed to be doing.
I don't think you ever told me about the 2 forks.
I didn't.
Because if you told me about the 2 forks, it would have become part of his nickname.
Yeah. 2 forks.
Well, it would have been like, like Jimmy 2 Forks.
Jimmy.
Hey, we got Jimmy 2 Forks over here. Hey, what do you got 2 forks for, Jimmy? Hey, don't forget about it.
He didn't last long enough to have that nickname anyway, because we had that date Thursday, and then he did his weird.
And I think this is right when we had our anniversary.
I think
it was all around anniversary time. Yeah,
I think it was.
And we had Dead Body Mike out with us.
Yes.
Which usually the meal we have alone, but this year usually Wendy and I on the anniversary of our wedding date, we'll have our anniversary. Antiversary, I'm sorry. And we usually get a fancy meal, and the two of us, and we'll exchange cards or gifts or, just funny things. And this is the first time after so many years that we brought a friend in as well.
I think it was good. We like to spice things up, bring a friend in every now and then.
Maybe our marriage would have lasted longer if we did that. I got some handsome friends.
That. Oh, well, yeah, we should have brought men in. That was the difference. We
that would have made it better. More men. Always bring men.
Always bring men. The more dicks, the better.
Absolutely.
Actually, that's wrong. I shouldn't say that. There should be medium amount of dicks.
The right amount of dicks.
There is a thing as too many dicks.
Too many dicks, especially on the dance floor. Yes,
yeah.
Too many dicks on the dance floor. But no, and we brought Dead Body Mike, and that was a thrilling time.
It was a thrilling time. It was fun.
We're talking about profiles now. And I didn't want to admit, I was on Bumble for a bit. Okay. And, I met that lovely girl from Beijing.
Yes.
And after that, I got off Bumble, and I was just like, I'm done. I paid for a month. I'm not going to
You paid for it?
I always end up paying for either Bumble or Hinge when I do go on them, because it's the only way. It's like walking into a casino. You're not going to beat the house unless you put a little money down. But at $30, I don't care.
You paid $30?
Yeah.
Why didn't you wait for a sale?
Because I want to get laid now. What am I supposed to do?
You wait a week or two, and then they have
they do for women all the time, but
do they not do that for guys?
Not as often. And
I suppose because guys are more apt to pay.
And
to start
January, beginning of year sale, 5% off or whatever. But no, I've always paid.
Oh my gosh, they have 90% sales for us all the time.
Well, you are the commodity.
We are.
Well, not you so much as what you have to offer.
Rude. Not wrong, but rude.
So I when I was on Facebook dating, I actually got back on Bumble a week ago, and so now I have
So you made a whole
Facebook
new profile.
Dating. I made a whole new profile, whole new thing, this and that. And what's funny is seeing what's in people's profiles, and the thing that is my pet peeve is when it comes to pictures.
Yes.
Is the people taking the bathroom selfies that do not either crop out the toilet or stand in the way of the toilet.
It's so easy just to shift yourself a little bit to cover, just be in the way of the toilet. Why do you,
and I'm a seat down guy all the time. When I'm not at home, when I'm not using that toilet.
Oh, trust me, we notice if you've got the toilet in the profile and the seat is up, we know that you're just inhaling all those poop particles.
It kills me.
If I kiss you, I'm kissing poop.
You're kissing poop.
Kissing poop particles. It's not good. No, I don't understand dirty mirror pics.
Dirty mirror.
Or when you've got part of the sink counter and it's just covered in products.
You see guys' profiles that are covered in product?
Yeah, just their counters are full of and
what do they use? I have 3 things I use as a male on my body.
I don't know if they're using all of this shit or if it's a family thing, and it's the whole family stuff, or if it's a girlfriend stuff. I have no clue.
I leave all my girlfriend's product on the counter.
It's just too much stuff.
Too much stuff.
Too much stuff in the picture. Just take it out for the picture. Take it out. Wipe down the counter a little bit. You wipe down the soap scum. Just and get the toilet out of the picture for sure. I actually had a conversation with our friend New Hampshire M, because he was finally getting on.
Yeah, I did hear that he was finally putting himself out there.
Putting himself out there, getting on
after
Facebook dating.
Being divorced for a while.
And I was like, you send me your profile, because I wanted to see the fucking pictures that he was putting up. I'm like, please do not put 10 double chins those, because men love,
only 8.
Especially men over 40. They love that shot from below up the nose while they're slunk back on the couch. Like they're trying to look casual, but it just looks like you literally.
That is a bad angle for anybody.
It's not. I don't understand that picture. I don't. And there's so many of them.
Yeah. So what kind of pics do you want to see?
Just a good looking, a recent pic, because so many people use old pictures. Like it literally looks like they took a picture with their phone of a Polaroid that they took, or they're using like their military graduation photo and they're 60 years old. Yeah. So a recent picture that looks decent. I don't care what you're doing, but I want to actually be able to see what you look like. Not a picture like 10 yards away where you've got.
I've seen so many of those
you're on the edge of a mountain.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't tell what you look like. It's cool that you're doing something. Put that in another, like put that further down. Your main picture should, because as much as we hate to admit it, we're physical people. Like I want to see what you look like.
Yeah. So definitely an up close, but not from underneath, but not facial pic.
Close.
And then a full body pic, which is something that men and
women both need to put these things.
Need to see.
But it's definitely
fool me once, won't be fooled again.
You will definitely be fooled again.
Yeah,
we all will.
Is there anything else you wanted to talk about profile stuff?
No. Let's end on a positive note.
Oh, okay. So, I did mention I was out last night.
You did, yeah.
We do try to finish on something positive, and date-wise, I've had nothing positive going on. I've been talking to some lovely people, but I'm also back in therapy, and because of that, I am a bit more aware that maybe I'm not done grieving some things that I'm grieving. So I'm not rushing into anything, and I don't want to like take on a lover right now, or a, whether it's a person that's a lover or whether it's a actual relationship. I don't want to take on either right now because I don't want to get sort of emotionally confused about things or bring things either in or so. I have no positive news on that front, but I have positive news just in.
I think that's a positive thing anyway. Just bettering yourself and knowing where you stand on that.
I'm such a psychopath that it's like I need help. So, I got help again, and I do have a fantastic therapist, and it's a guy that I saw when our marriage was falling apart, and he was very helpful with that. So it's
I'll tell him to listen to the podcast.
I definitely will.
Yeah.
And
you'll have a whole nother, he'll be like, we need to schedule a session.
Yeah, we need to. You left that? Sorry. No,
mine isn't nearly as good.
Oh.
I had a guy message me. It was on Facebook dating, and it was in the like to section. So usually I scroll through those trying to, just getting.
Well, you spend the first couple hours scrolling through those. Like, like me. Oh, of course they like me.
They like me, and then they send like dumb messages like, "Oh, nice tits."
Yeah.
And just like
sure that wasn't my message.
Creepy shit. I know that you think I have nice tits. You don't have to send me a message telling me that.
Nice jugs.
But this guy, he was like 60, so I didn't respond. I didn't go anywhere with it, but it was just nice to see it. The first message, the first statement is, "Are those real?" And I immediately I was just revving up to be pissed off because I was just like, oh,
you're like here we go again,
another guy.
Oh.
But then it was on one of the pictures that I have with my elf ears on. And he said, "It looks like you have fairy ears, but they can't be real, right?"
Oh,
so cute. I was like, that's really wholesome. And I thought it was going to be an awful message, but it was kind of wholesome and cute. And I wanted to message him and tell them that, of course, they're real.
Of course, they're real.
Of course, they're real fucking fairy
They're
ears.
real and they're fantastic.
Wow. Oh, no.
Is that who's up right now on your phone?
Yeah.
Is that the gentleman? Can I take a peek?
Yeah. And he says he's 57, but he looks like he's
This
70.
is another thing we talk about with like recent pic. There's no way this guy's 57.
There's no way he's 57.
Well, wow, he has a lot more hair than I do.
That's not saying much.
It's not saying much at all. Like, their baby's born with much more hair than I have.
Yeah.
But no, he looks like a nice guy.
He looks like a nice 80-year-old who's saying he's 57.
Warning. You are listening to the Bestest Exes Podcast, the only podcast that features a divorced couple navigating the tumultuous seas of love, dating, and post-marriage life while retaining their best friend status. With a blend of humor and insight, they delve into the quirks of modern romance, from tender escapades to midlife musings. However, please refrain from attempting to emulate their dating acrobatics or relationship antics. Leave it to the pros. Join us for a laughter-filled journey through the highs and lows of relationships, where love and sarcasm reign supreme. Welcome aboard the Bestest Exes Podcast.